for the delay. We'll be starting the stream here shortly. A little bit of technical difficulties. Hey everybody, it's Wednesday. Looks like make sure microphone's working again because it seems like every time I start a stream, microphone does not work. How's everyone doing? See who we got going on in chat this evening. Telfor Carlin, how's it going? Ryan, nice seeing ya. Lidlock, how's it going, sir? Timster, how's it going? Chris, welcome in. Got Mike C's in the house. I think I covered it. And hello to anyone else that I missed your name that's in the list or not list, including Stream Elements bot. Right on cue, man. See, I gotta give that that stream thing in the intro at least 3 minutes, or else Stream Element bot never makes it in. I may not be here for long. Hospital puts me to sleep. Oh no, sorry to hear that, Lidlock, that you're in the hospital there, sir. Using 6, how's it going, sir? What I missed here in chat early on. Yeah, so Tupper Collin, no, this is not the Totally Normal channel. This is the rycandoit channel. Good friends of Totally Normal. Whoa, the beard. I know, right? All right, we should do a vote. How many years did I drop in age? Or guess the age. Yeah, no GQ. I know this is like messy hairstyle, no GQ. I know the shave and no GQ. It's been one of those days where I couldn't acquire shaving and GQ look at the same time. So I'll do better for you guys next week. Hey Kelly, welcome in, sir. So what a week it's been. Have you guys ever had one of those weeks where like you're just so busy and caught up with so many different things it just blurs together, and you're just like, next thing you know, it's already Wednesday. Like, if you were to ask me, be like, what did you do last weekend, Ryan? I'd be like, I don't know. One thing I did do with a new upcoming project, I'm actually excited to do a video and share. Is let me pull up this SwitchBot thing real quick. If any of you are familiar with SwitchBot, let's see. I think I should probably look this up on Amazon. Might be smarter. So let me go ahead and do that, and I'll explain to you what I'm talking about with this SwitchBot. They have to call it the SwitchBot bot. I know it's kind of weird, but I really think that's what they call it. Let's see. Let me just pull this up real quick, and I'll share my screen, and then I'll tell you about the project and what it is I am trying to do with it. Okay, and screen share is happening right now. Okay, so one of the biggest things that I run into, and maybe this is something that would work out for many of you, many of my people to watch live streams, is I use Home Assistant to handle all like the lights, cameras, like all that stuff inside the house. I'm able to use Home Assistant to control everything. Well, one of the things that I can't do, and I'm not able to do on my own, is I'm not able to turn on the computer without somebody going in there and turning on the computer, right? But this SmartBot switch is basically a button pusher. So you can put this on like microwaves, air purifiers, the back of your Macintosh to turn it on. It's $29. But the thing is, the thing I didn't like about it is there's not, you have to buy a hub, which I have no problem buying a hub. Like, I mean, I'll buy their newer hub when it comes out and stuff, because I have a newer one that's actually coming out for it that's compatible with Matter. But I did find somebody that was making some code that will run on an ESP32 using MQTT that allows you to basically have the ESP32 device be like your Bluetooth hub for all the SwitchBot devices. So would it be like blinds or any of this? So if anybody's looking to do like blinds or voice command to turn on your computer, this little SwitchBot thing is super awesome, and that will be what the next video will be about next week. I will be doing demonstration video of it and all that fun stuff. So that's next week. So let me see what chat has to say. I have a feeling I missed a little bit of some chat here. YouTube did this thing where the stream didn't start until I refreshed. Oh, well, that's good. I'm glad that you hit refresh. A low spoon day. I get that. Yeah, I mean, yeah, exactly. Sometimes we have days with like low spoons. Yeah, for sure, dude. Kelly says trying to get a new set of Samsung wireless. Oh, you're trying a new set. Nice. And the XR charger works great. Are you charging them with them? I'm guessing that's what you're using to charge them right now. Hey, White Raven, welcome in. And how do you like those earbuds, Kelly? Like, what's your like full report on them? Besides you liked them, have you had them like all day or something new? Let's see. That's for a message for how I roll. These have good bass. Yeah, sometimes those ones, especially if they go all the way in your ear, have really good bass. Yeah, SwitchBot is less than 60. Yeah, I know that it was the price of that was way up higher. Is there one for older light switches that aren't flat? No, but you might be able to put this bot like in a way and angle it with the tab to have that work on that. One of my Ludwig, sorry to hear about that, buddy. I hope that they are taking good care of you there, sir. They're gonna make some ramen. Sounds good. Wanzo, talking about the other thing would work. Oh, you guys are talking about some sort of other evil thing. I was just gonna bring it up for. Oh, okay. Is there something that there's like another secret on and off thing that I don't know about besides this? I'm open. That's why we have these discussions. I can come in here, start a chat, and then you guys can kind of let me know if there's something that I'm missing, some new product. Because I definitely I think that's something we all run into. There's going to be devices in our home that we can't turn on, whether it be a coffee pot or something simple. And if you can basically for $29 plus then a $6 ESP32 device, if you can make that so you can turn on things, I mean it's like DIY on the cheaper side. Um, There is an E-Link Wi-Fi relay you can put inside a computer and connect to the power pins for easy power on and off. To do I cheap. What's like the pricing for something like that? Out of curiosity. Let's see if I can find the SwitchBot bot on YouTube. Somehow I'm getting Totally Normal's live stream playing on when I'm not doing anything. That's hilarious. Here we go. Getting some links for some products. Give me a second here. Kind of open up in the proper live stream browser. I have learned my lessons many times to be making sure that I'm always screen sharing my proper browser now. After last week's stream, I don't know if you guys saw that. I tried fixing it, and it's basically all blurry for like 20 minutes into the stream. So yeah, I tried going back through and removing it, but once you go through YouTube's editor and you block stuff, it's really hard to go back and do it again. All right, give me one more second here. I think there's a good little video about it. Let's see if I can find somebody that has a good video about it. Something that hopefully doesn't have music and doesn't have lots of ads. All right, of course it has music. I think they do it on purpose. Let me see if desktop is muted. Well, I'm gonna keep it muted. So never mind. All right, so this is kind of what this kind of gives you an idea of what the SwitchBot is. So it can be used basically for anything. It has quite a bit of strength, like coffee pots, TV. Literally just a little button that goes and pushes your computer on and off. I mean, all kinds of things. It's kind of a cool little thing. Dog bowl, cat feeder. I mean, whatever it is you guys can think of, it could do. Ryan says he's got his PC hidden behind furniture, so I could do something like that to make it easier to turn on when power goes off. Yeah, right? Thank you for that Amazon link. I'm going to show that in just a second. I didn't get that. That even works with the Apple Watch. Interesting. See, I want to see if they show it using a regular wall switch. Yeah, I know. It's a pretty cool little thing. I'm excited to kind of, it uses Bluetooth low energy. I just want to try it, kind of put it together. Like I said, I'm going to use an ESP32 device as like an in-between device. But I will probably end up doing it and using it, using something else besides this. But this is a pretty cool little product. So what Totally Normal was talking about, which is already put into chat here, and I'll catch up on chat. I know I'm getting way behind. Is that we have the Sonos USB 5 volt. Yeah, so basically you could get this connected into the computer, and then you could wire it in a way that would make it so when it receives a signal, it would do the two pins together on the power button on your computer, and turn on your computer. It's kind of a little bit of a DIY, and I'm assuming this is pretty easy to integrate into Home Assistant. They're totally normal. All right, let me get caught up here on chat. Oh, actually, you wanna? I'm not seeing all of chat. I apologize if I missed anybody in chat. My setting was set incorrectly. There is a okay. So this is that one. Yeah. So that should hopefully explain what the SwitchBot does for you there, Tougher. I use a single plug Mercury control with your Wi-Fi. Is that what you use to turn on your computer, Kelly? Most desktops will respond to Wake on LAN, which can be done. True. Now, I wonder if Home Assistant has the ability to send Wake on LAN commands. I don't know if anybody's tried that or knows about it. But for $12, this is a pretty awesome, little feature. Hey there, Wade. Welcome in, sir. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Josh was saying cool. Yeah, it's a pretty cool little switch thing. It looked like the Ira computer from Wonder Woman. It kind of did, didn't it? The relays are super reliable. Okay. Yeah, and I know these relays can be used for all kinds of things. Can a SwitchBot use on... Yeah, there's an app you can install on the phone, Tougher, that you can then control it. But you have to have... you also have to buy the hub along with the SwitchBot. Not just the $29 device, you also have to buy the hub, which I believe is around $40 or $60. Yep, works in Home Assistant, even with Google and Alexa. Okay. And the board itself can be programmed to press and hold a number of seconds. Nice. Why doesn't that chat default to live chat? I don't know. I have no idea why they want to be top chat only in the beginning on Google or on YouTube chat. That's something that's a total pain. I agree. Can it turn on a Quantum HD wheelchair? The circuit board, not without some severe DIY. I would say probably no. It wouldn't be possible, at least with this thing. And I don't think that the SwitchBot would be able to either. There's probably a way you could totally, jerry-rig something. I was actually trying a Wake on LAN last night, but didn't get anywhere with Home Assistant. I'm sure it's possible, though. Yeah, I'm sure there's somebody on YouTube out there that has done, like, Home Assistant and Wake on LAN for PCs. Do you need a hub for the Sonos switch? I don't believe those Sonos switches need a hub at all. Yeah, I think that's a no. Yeah, I think when it comes to turning on and off any power chair, would be using a mono port on the bottom of the chair and connecting a custom switch, which I know Totally Normal is working on a side project with that. Does it allow for Windows Phone operation? If it's on a Windows phone, I don't know. Can't answer that. Chair needs Wi-Fi. Yeah, I agree. If our wheelchairs had Wi-Fi, it'd be amazing. I see that Home Assistant has an integration for Wake on LAN. And I actually think I don't know if it was Linus Tech Tips, but somebody recently did a YouTube video and they were talking about the setup and everything they had to do Wake on LAN. Like, it was a lot of extra steps to get everything with Wake on LAN working. I'll see if I remember that video, I will post it on Twitter, because trying to get that set up on a Windows and Mac, like, it's a whole process to get that set up, and I can't remember what YouTuber did that recently. It might have been Paul. No, I don't think it was Paul. Might have been, though. Anyways, if I find it, I'll put it, and yeah, I'll find it if I do. But no promises. But let me switch back to my other screen here. And let me take a peek real quick. I might have it in my I might have it in my library. So give me a second. Let me get to my library here real quick. I got too many multiple windows open today. I didn't have a chance to get very well prepared for the live stream at all. Sometimes, I try. Oh, and I apologize for my image and my video being wrong. I don't know if you guys, I don't know, nobody mentioned that. I used a picture from like the last live stream. I have like two of them are exactly the same now. It's totally terrible. I need to, I literally ran out of time to make the image. Because I had to go into, it's, you got to do the whole process of doing all that thing. Getting all prepared. It takes a lot of time. All right, let me look at my history here of videos on YouTube. And let me see if I can figure out who's the one that did that recently, because it was really interesting. And it honestly looked like it was a lot of work just to get Wake on Land working. I'm like, wow, why is it so much work to get Wake on Land? Let's see. Bunch of SwitchBot stuff. OBS and on raid. A bunch of animation stuff I was working on. It's kind of funny to go back and watch your, look at your YouTube history and you're kind of like, wait, what? Like, what was that I was watching? Yeah, I'm not able to find it quickly. I don't want to waste my time and bore you guys with me going through trying to find it. But when I do find the YouTuber who did a video on it, I will find the video and repost it. I can't find it right now, so I don't want to waste time. All right, let's see. What else we have here in chat? Hold on, I gotta look way down here in the corner to find chat. I use it to turn your Pi. Oh, okay, that's pretty cool, Kelly. I didn't know you could use that with the Pi 4. Does it turn on Bluetooth earphone for music sound? No, I would probably say no. It's mainly just a switch. Wouldn't be able to do anything with the sound at all. I wonder if some vendors have it disabled in BIOS. Yeah, I know it's a pretty complicated Windows setting thing as well. Yeah, thank you, Wanzo, for not saying anything. Yeah, let me know when you notice how bad my images are, man. Let's give you a hard time. All the guides I find for Wake on Land, how to turn on the settings, but nothing on how to actually use it. Yeah, maybe that's the way to do it, is get the app like on your phone and then go through and try that. That could be a totally way of doing it. I didn't even think about that. That could totally work. Let's see, what has been, when does the SwitchBot? Yeah, I don't think it'd be able to turn on mouse buttons either. I don't think it'd be fast enough to click. But I'm sure there's products out there that you could probably wire into a mouse and end up being like super fast voice control click. I don't know how well that would work. Has anybody ever tried that? Like taking one of those switches we were looking at earlier and making it connect to a voice command to click like a mouse or something? That'd be interesting. What if that would work for gaming? I've never actually thought about doing that. That'd be an interesting combination. That's true. We do have voice attack. You're right. There is a piece of software called voice attack that can do exactly that. You give it a voice command and it will do it. And I don't think it's a very expensive piece of software. It's absolutely great for gaming. Let's see, what is the current price of this bad boy? So I believe you can buy it at Steam. Oh, $10. So let me go ahead and put this in chat, and then I will share this with you guys. That way you guys can see it. Yeah, you can get it for free without purchasing, like for free. You get 14 free commands, but then after that, you have to purchase it. Let's see, give me a second here. Gotta find my mouse again. My desktop is scattered. It's a mess. Anyways, so this is voice attack. Doesn't really give you any really visual what it does, and any of these screenshots at all. Let me see if it shows. No. So it doesn't really show you the way it works, but literally it's a piece of software that connects in and listens to your microphone. And when it hears your microphone, it basically can do a keyboard command. So like saying like throw grenade, it would hit the key on your keyboard to throw grenade. Or, you know, run, it would run for XYZ seconds. And you can program it in precisely how long you want each key to be held down for, things like that. And this also can be used for any software. So video editing, you can use voice commands for editing commands in any of your programs. So anything you can do with like a keyboard shortcut or anything involved in the game, voice attack, you can use your voice and do that. So let's see. Yeah, software would definitely be better for that, for sure. Let's see. What are if I turn on a decorative lamp in a room at sister-in-law's house? Yeah, you could totally do like remote things like that. Yeah, if you set up that switch spot to do that, for sure. Interesting. Magic packets that what float through the air. Abracadabra. Yeah. Next to scroll TikTok. Yeah, and you can actually use the voice commands as well to do that. You can actually use voice commands to scroll like through any type of thing in your browser, stuff like that. You just put Wi-Fi switches in your in your mother's barn. Nice. You got it controlling lights, or what do you have it doing in there, Wanzo? Speaking of switches, I'm gonna switch the scene back. You have them doing like lights or different things in there, or and and that while you're all the lights, okay. So I don't know if any of you saw the last live stream, but we went down a rabbit hole, or I guess I did, on what's that website called? Temu? Yeah, TMU, which I have ordered some of those items. They should be coming shortly. And I apologize for anyone that streamed and it went on and on and on, went down that long rabbit hole. I didn't mean for it to go down a whole 2-hour live stream of me shopping and looking at terrible products. But it was a lot of fun. Made it enjoyable. Oh, that's what you're using to control your heat output on your pallet stove? That little microcontroller for what, $12? That's pretty impressive for something that inexpensive to be working that well, you know? Especially with that kind of heat. You think that the heat from your stove would maybe burn out the electronics on that. That's what I would be curious if that would be the case. I will maybe look into buying one of those products. I mean, for $12, if I could do that to turn on a computer, I was just trying to find something there. I didn't have to like DIY. I mean, obviously, an ESP32 circuit board and all that is still DIY, but at least it's, I don't know. I don't want to have to deal with opening the computer case if I don't have to. They also have Zigbee versions. Oh, okay. Wow, you got installed it 3 years ago and it's still working? Wow, 3 years? Wow. Well, I know you have some for these switches that you guys are talking about. You use in all kinds of different things around the property. So that's really cool. And I appreciate the link for that. I think that's something that hopefully our viewers are looking for if any of you use Home Assistant and looking to control anything, you can control it for gates, curtains. I mean, pretty much anything you can put your mind to, you can pretty much do that with. I was trying to find something easy with a button push, and I saw that, yeah, they made a thing for that, which I thought was pretty cool. Ah, looks like we were we were looking at the wrong one. Looks like we're looking at competitors. This one's a little bit more. It might actually be less. My browser is not logged into anything, so it might actually be a little bit less. Let's see here. Let's see if it will let me post in chat without breaking the chat. Sometimes really long links, it kind of gets a little cranky. So let me see if I can shorten up this link here for you guys. I don't know why they make these links on Amazon so freaking long. There you go. That should bring you to the correct product, which is honestly, in the scheme of things, compared to the other product we were just looking at, I mean, this particular brand, a little bit better. But this could actually, oh, another thing this could be used for is a garage door. Like a lot of older garage doors, this could probably work really well. What is the, what I would like to know, Wanzo, Totally Normal, what is the range on this wirelessly? Is it something that can be done like from pretty far away and have significant luck with it? So that's the thing I was worried about, like with something like this with a Wi-Fi device, is how far can it go for? Uses Wi-Fi to connect to the server. About the same as a smartphone, nothing too crazy. Okay. I can see Wake on Land being a problem for computers connected. Maybe. I mean, but if it's just sending packets, would it matter, Chris, if they're wireless or not? How much does it go up to work? I don't know if I am following you on that one, Tougher. True, you would have to add in a like one of those magnet sensors. What are those things called? Isn't I think it's AKARA Akara? Is that the right brand? Did I do it right? Yes. You'd have to get something like this to add into it. Then you'd have to use Home Assistant to program it all together. There's not this particular one. I know they have another one that you can do it without a hub, or Akara is the one that's coming out with a Matter hub that will work with Matter. These are a little bit more expensive, and these are probably not the right ones, but something you might have to get if you were to try to do that, I guess, for knowing that if your door is open or not. My apartment door has a fob. I use one button version. The fob is also used for the main building security doors and laundry do. Interesting. I wonder how they're with a fob. I'm assuming they must be having some sort of. They'd have to have security codes changing all the time for something like that. That an opener would control the door, but like you said, you'd want to, like you're saying, have a sensor to let you know if the door is closed or not. Your department door is powered by Stanley. Oh, one of those automatic doors. Okay, contacts. Okay. But I want to know if the door is open or down beforehand. Yeah, I could do some sort of contact sensor. That could work. Most wireless adapters turn off completely when the system is off or asleep. Ah, got it. That makes sense now, Chris. Good point. That's true. You can do two contact sensors, one at the top, one at the bottom, to let it know if it's open or if it's in the open position or the, closed door position. The UFI would have to support the Wi-Fi as well. I've never seen that. Ah, okay. That makes sense. Emily's saying only residents who are... Ah, got it. So they basically have the fob for... Got it. For specific residents. It's not just for everybody. That makes more sense. The doors and fob use a shortwave. Oh, interesting. Okay, that's not so bad. Give me 1 second here. Need to look at something. Just takes a second here. Give me 1 second. It's got to answer somebody on a question. Always get important things right in the middle of a stream sometime. There we go. Okay. So yeah, so I don't know. I keep going down this Home Assistant thing and really wanted to get new things and try new things with it. So I'm hoping that like I said, this whole bot switch thing works well. That'll help me be able to get my computer on without having to, without having to ask anybody to do it. And the main thing is I can use this little button to push on other things down the road. And if I'm able to do it cheaply with a $6 board, an ESP32 board off of Amazon, then yeah, I should be good. About Fords driving themselves around to the scrapyard? What do you mean directly to the scrapyard? Is there an article link for this, Wanzo? I don't remember seeing an article on that at all. That would be a really funny article to read on stream. To be like, wait, what? That's something else I thought about would be kind of fun. Maybe do like article readings on stream. Just to be like, I don't know, get everyone's inputs on random, I don't know, not sort of like news topics, but just like random stuff like that. I know that Greg had sent me something earlier today, or was that a few days ago, Greg? Let me go on Discord here real quick. Okay. Oh no, let's see, it's about okay, so that was... Oh, yeah, that's actually that's good. We need to talk about that as well. Greg, I see what that was about. All right, he's getting the article for me. It's a new patent for Ford that allows them to repo your car with self-drive. Really? They can just repo the car? Interesting. All right, we have incoming article. Thank you, Wanzo. Let me copy the link here. Oh man, can't pay your car loan? Ford may have a way to get it back without the repo man. What? It's all contained called Systems and Methods to Repossess a Vehicle. They submitted the patent a year and a half ago. Interesting. The system's going to be able to shut down watermark points vehicle. Don't they already kind of have some of that now though with like tracking and stuff? Don't they already kind of have that? And there's something special for people who think their vehicles aren't worth the cost of repossession. That really doesn't make the financial sense. The jalopy could drive itself to the junkyard. Interesting. Is there more details? Yeah. Interesting. Network, police authority, lending institution, and all the different things it could do. Interesting. That's so crazy. I have a whole entire system method to repossess a vehicle. Describe 7 ways to make the life of somebody who has missed several car payments harder. That's just interesting. I love how like this diagram, you guys. This is very... I'm just like, what? Network, lending institution, police authority, repossession agency, closed garage, and point all the figures. All right, let's see here. No other automakers have attempted to patent similar system. Well, of course, yeah, nobody's done that. Um, like I could see it. Obviously, things like getting an auto accident, it's able to call emergency stuff like that. But, huh? Autonomous car going back and returning itself really makes you wonder. I'm getting behind here on chat. I'd love to be able to connect via Home Assistant, but the apartment door is commercial version, not able to be connected. Oh man, that really sucks not being able to have Home Assistant with that. You sold on Slashdot, WAN show, and talked about it. Wow, a lot of conversation about this. Okay. If you use an automatic door at Starbucks, you use the same system I have in your apartment. Well, maybe with that knowledge now, Emily, maybe we'll go out and see if we can figure out a way to, so we can figure out a way to hack into that, make that work for Home Assistant for you. That's true. You could just buy the remotes on eBay. All right, think about that. See you, Lidlock man. Hope you're better soon, dude. They were talking about permanently locking people out of their cars, but what if your kid's inside? And that actually reminds me, did you guys read that thing that there was a woman who violently got her car stolen? Her 2-year-old kid or young kid was still in the car. The police officer called Volkswagen and said, "Hey, Volkswagen, I need you to, do like the thing where they can like track the car." And the response from the customer service agent at Volkswagen was, "Oh, I'm sorry. You have to pay the $150 fee that your $150 yearly, fee that hasn't been paid like in a year." So the Volkswagen customer service refused when the police were like, "Hey, there's a baby in a stolen car and going down the road." It took them over 30 minutes of fighting with Volkswagen and finally giving them their own credit card to make it so Volkswagen would finally turn on the tracking so they could find the little kid in the car. This is insane. And there's an article about it today where they basically said, "Oh, we're going to give everyone like 5 years free now because of the situation." I'm like, what? There's this whole repo thing totally reminded me of that article. Did anybody else read that article? Or is it just a Ryan article that came across my newsfeed? Mike C says his door opens remote uses dip switches. Interesting. That's seems very old school. Some bad credit type car lots have already installed trackers with immobilizers. Interesting. Sorry for the rabbit hole. It's a good rabbit hole. I mean, you know what? We gotta have these rabbit holes, but as long as I'm not gonna spend like 2 hours on this, like shopping, I think we're good. I think those are the rabbit holes we do not want. My old apartment, you paid for your own door opener, bought it secondhand. Oh, that's actually a pretty good idea. Never thought about it. And they were willing to put it in for you, Emily? Because sometimes they're not willing to put that kind of stuff in. But you can install a remote Bluetooth board in the unit. That's true. I didn't even think about that, Mike C. New door systems have a rolling code system. By the way, where do you get your news? I recently got fed up with talk radio. I read about the Volkswagen thing, but I didn't remember where. All right, well, let me see. Hold on, let me, I apologize having to switch back off of the screen, but I have a lot of windows, and I just want to make sure that I don't have the wrong window pop up when we look for this article. I don't want it to be like a big surprise, like, surprise! Here's some leaked information on the interwebs, which has happened way too often lately, so I'm being extra careful. Well, I take that back. I am attempting to be extra careful. It has failed me every other stream. It completely fails me. So, yeah, see, I can already tell this is already going to be a problem based on information that this is already showing. Yeah, it's all good, Emily. I appreciate being here, lurking. It's got a link, I believe, from somebody. Aha! Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. All right, we're gonna come back to John's article in a second because that's still. Um, it was at Ars Technica. There we go. Ars Technica is one of the spots. And Slash Shot's a good spot too. Okay, this is a very interesting. Oh, you guys can't even see my screen. I'm gonna go over here like chatting about it. Thank you, Chris, for sending that over. We need to get y'all a buffer drop button that rolls back 10 seconds. Yeah? I think that would be something I could easily do and have like as a switch on the desk. We can talk off stream about that. So Volkswagen says sorry for child carjacking fiasco. Make safety service free. Okay, but for 5 years. So like, oh, sorry, we really screwed up, but we're giving our service away for free for only 5 years. Like, what does that have to do with this whole poor woman situation? Let's see. Last month, Volkswagen, when it emerged that the company's connected service refused to help track a stolen car with a 2-year-old still on board until someone paid to reactivate the service. Now the automaker is saying that it's very sorry. A toddler containing car. Sorry, is that 10 times fast? A 2021 Volkswagen Atlas was stolen from his driveway in Illinois. Thieves jumped out and assaulted her, seriously injuring her as they drove off with their. Wow, that's just crazy. The police immediately contacted Volkswagen to connect the service to track stolen cars. But since the Atlas credit trial subscription has ended, the representative would not provide the location of the stolen vehicle until they paid $150. The police said by the time they paid the... Yeah, did you guys hit that? By the time the police paid the reactivation fee, about 30 minutes had passed since the theft, and by then they had found the child in the vehicle by other means. Is that just crazy headline? It's like, wait, what? How, like, it's just crazy to me. Like, yeah, sorry, ma'am, we can't track your car with your baby in it right now. You didn't pay your $150 fee. I'm like, oh man. Uh, let's see. What did I bet up here? Bad press backlash, yeah, for sure. 5 years and 1 day later, sorry. Yeah, right? Emily's saying, hey, Rye, I wonder if we could get Dan to do that splash like you do when... Oh, Emily, that's a great idea. No, I'm actually not using Stream Elements. Well, that's not true. I am using Stream Elements in OBS, but that little animation is actually made by me. It was nothing to do with Stream Elements. It's not connected to Stream Elements in any shape or form. So, therefore, Emily, you are the #1 winner on that decision, and that's happening. Yes, that is great. Yeah, it's not using Stream Elements, I promise. Yeah, I like that. A little fish fillet transition would be hilarious. Oh, that makes my day. Thank you for that. Yeah, I made all the animation stuff including some of the ones I've done for the podcast that I do. For Power Soccer, I've done all those animations. Yeah, it's a pretty sweet little thing. I was pretty excited to make that. But yeah, I'll be glad to make Totally Normal one. You love the purple one, of course. You love it because it's purple. Right? No, I'm just kidding. I know you like it because you think it's awesome too. That's like those motorcycle wearable airbags that are subscription based service. Seems like a bad idea. Wait. Are you serious? Those things that they're selling for people for motorcycles, little airbag thing. It's a subscription service. I had no idea. Yeah, we'll talk later about splash screen. Sounds good. Soon they'll be able to remotely shut down your car, so no more high-speed. Now that I think could actually be stolen cars, high-speed chases for sure, Mike C. I think that's not necessarily a bad thing. At Mike C, OnStar has been able to do it for years, but almost never see it used, which is strange. Yeah. Along with the Permobile roar every time it does the transition. Yes. I might have to get that audio clip from Totally Normal on that one, Emily. That's great. Mike C. Jim has been advertised at ability for many years. Oh, okay. It's like a life. It's like a subscription-based life jacket for a boat. Yeah, for sure. So, most of you, so you guys were kind of asking, like, okay, where do you get your news? So, I get most of my news either at The Verge, Ars Technica, Mashable, kind of like any of the tech blogs I kind of follow for most of my news. And then in the, early morning when I'm first getting up, I always go on Google News to kind of just get like the easy, everyone's talking about national news, local news, that kind of thing. Um, and then every once in a while, I'll go on the Twitterverse and see what's trending. A lot of it, honestly, is not something I've done for months after Musk has taken it over and kind of run it to nowhere good, if I'm honest. Um, but yeah, those are kind of my main news sources. I really get a lot of interesting articles and stuff about. Like, Ars Technica always has just a variety of things. That's not, it's not technology based. It's kind of all about GPU stuff. Sometimes about hacking. Um, it's just there's this random stuff. I don't know. I just think it's interesting. And there's another article about Tesla after two Model Y steering wheels are just falling off. So that's kind of that's a problem. Your steering wheels are falling off. But anyway, so yeah, it's just this is pretty much where I come through and getting some of my interesting articles and stuff. But I think what I would like to do going forward. Let me switch back here. Yeah, Chick-fil-A or not Chick-fil-A. Why did I say Chick-fil-A? Fish fillet. Rawr. See, that'd be perfect for that. I totally cracked myself up on that one. Anyways, I think it'd be really cool, and it's something that Greg has, aka Orion, has been helping me with quite a bit. Would be to have like a news section of my, I don't know, of this live stream show. I don't know what we're calling this, so we're just gonna say my show because it sounds proper and correct. So I think it'd be kind of fun to have like a news section and then like have it so you guys find any like really interesting articles. You guys can hit me up on Discord with it, and then we can kind of have like a, I can't guarantee I can make everyone's news that they send me could fit into the show, but if I pick like the top 5 articles, that would be interesting. I think it'd be kind of fun to kind of talk about. I think it'd be like disability related or something as interesting as Volkswagen getting really bad publicity for doing that, or Ford's patent to, what was it? They were doing self repo, where the cars will end up taking themselves back. So that's interesting because I think it's going to end up being more and more autonomous vehicles. I think that's going to happen. I don't think that's something that's not going to happen. What do you guys think about that going forward? Do you think that's going to be the future? Um, they already do the slowdown for high-speed chases of OnStar car. Interesting. Watched a Voss's video today about police chases. That was pretty interesting, talking about how they don't really need to happen. What's the big deal? The car is supposed to be able to. In the car, yeah, I don't think it's too big of a deal, but the car's able to go and drive itself. Like, why not? Like, that's the way I think it should be, Just have the car just take care of itself. Drive itself. I love the fact that it's a hidden secret that Emular wheelchairs have lithium battery options on the R3. Really? Oh, you're referring to the Tesla steering wheel. Gotcha. Did they not advertise that at all, Emily? About the batteries? Oh, within the order form. I wonder, did they advertise that on their website at all? Did that's an option? Or maybe no, because they're worried about I wonder if they're not doing that though, Emily, for like airplane stuff, you know? Um, don't tell anyone. It's a dumb joke about it falling off. I don't like it anyways, right? They're just gonna start jacking up cars before they go to bed, and then the car can't go anywhere. That's true. That's a great idea. They're using AC. Interesting. Yeah, maybe I don't. Huh. I don't know why they would hide that. That's true. Could be maybe they're trying to roll things out. Interesting. I bet you probably some other manufacturers are going to start doing that. I mean, Permobil obviously has their weird battery that's not that at all. But all right, I just found another headline. Uh, that has to do with muscular dystrophy, and then we'll come back. I promise. We won't go down any rabbit holes. Musk apologized for mocking and firing Twitter exec with muscular dystrophy. Wait, what? Headline is what? What did he do? I mean, let's be real. When he not like done anything like that? Uh, interesting. I'd like to apologize for misunderstanding his situation. It was based on things I was told were untrue, in some cases true, but not meaningful. Interesting. Huh. Wow. Interesting. It must have been an interesting thing, a conversation with him back and forth and him getting laid off. That's an interesting headline. I have to see the headline about anyone with muscular dystrophy and that. That's why I was like, oh, interesting headline. Um, if I knew enough that battery type was a concern, I would buy both types of batteries. Just swap on trip. That's true. That's actually a really good idea. Um, yeah, they are trying to fight to get ADP approval. That'd be sweet. Did I wake up to snow this morning? Yes. So you know, Portland is had the snow apocalypse, as they're probably calling it now in the news. I don't know if they actually are, but because of that, every single time it snows, it makes like major news here. And it was snowing this morning, quite big flakes. It wasn't sticking or anything, but huge flakes, and it kind of brought back the memories of the crazy snow that we had. So yes, I did wake up to snow, but it has since gone away. I don't think there's any more snow in the forecast. I really hope we can get through the rest of March with no more snow. That'd be great. Especially towards the end of the month. I am hoping for sunny skies and no snow because I will be requiring to go over some passes possibly, and with that, we do not want the snow. Yes, Emily, I 100% agree on that one. I wonder about cars trying to repo themselves off the lifts at shops or automated parking structures. Right? Because how would it know if it's an automated parking structure or on like a lift, like getting like an alignment or something? That's a really interesting point. There's got to be, I don't know what safety mechanism would there be in place for that. They're not going to necessarily know where the car is at that exact location to hit repo button. I hate Musk. He fires the entire accessibility team and Twitter within a few hours. Yeah. Yeah, he totally did. Yeah, Twitter is like, I've always wanted to switch over to Mastodon and learn all about it, but it's like one more service to learn about and set up, and I just didn't want to have to do that. Um, it didn't cover the snow at all today. I guess it finally decided it's okay. Yeah, I'm really surprised. I'm surprised Portland News here did not freak out. Um, you can have just snow. Are you sure? You just hold on to it for a while there, Emily. I don't want any of that Toronto snow now. I'm good. Wait on wheel. Wait. on wheel switches like an airplane. Um, yeah, maybe that could possibly work. I have no idea if this really was doing their jobs or not, so I can't say. I would need more information about that. Yeah, it's kind of hard to see like what they're actually. I do know that there's been some things that have made gotten worse and stuff since they've all been fired. I remember reading a tweet about all the different. It's actually from one of them that got fired, like all the different accessibility things that they were doing that are no longer available. But yeah, I hear you to the bitter end. I do know that the able people average 6 hours actual work. That's just crazy. 16. That's just so seems so low. But yeah, I'm not switching off it either until the end. I mean, Mastodon sounds like fun and learning. I mean, I just between Discord, Instagram, like everywhere else, it's like I don't have time at all. Um. Oh. One little another note. Um. Which I do have family members that this does, you know, affect. Um. And it's March, which I did not notice or was unaware of this, is that March is Autoimmune Awareness Month for those of us that have autoimmune diseases. I myself do not have one at all, but it is a real important message. You have some family members and stuff I know that have autoimmune um, issues going on. So if anybody does and anybody wants to do any posting about it, looks like they have a social media kit you can download and some interesting things from the Autoimmune Association. It's pretty cool. They want to browse opportunities and help us improve or help us move to a better tomorrow. I like that. Yeah, I think it's important to raise awareness wherever we can on any of these different things that are out there. I think it's important. And yeah, there is a there I tried it. Yeah, it seems like the design seemed kind of weird. And yeah, and there's a really good group of people on Twitter. I think that there's a pretty good size, even disability, I would say, community on Twitter as well. And it's an easy platform for people to get to know each other and communicate. And I'm gonna put that link in though for the Autoimmune Awareness Month. Wanted to bring that up. I think it's very important that we spread awareness about all kinds of things that are out there in the disability community. Social platforms we really started to wear on me. Well, certain ones are Twitter is I stopped using FB and Reddit is a pool of trolls. Yeah, no, and it's also and actually, Greg, thank you for sending that to me, dude, and bringing that up. That's a very good point. If anybody else has any other articles or anything else, please feel free to share. But thank you, Greg, for bringing that up. That's, like I said, it's important to get that stuff out there. Um, and also Greg saying that social platforms are really starting to wear on me. Twitter, stop using FB, and then Reddit. Yeah, it's kind of like I don't know. Like for me, I would say like the most toxic one that I think is ridiculous is Nextdoor. I don't know if any of you use that at all in your community, but it's terrible. It turned into like the worst of Twitter. Has moved over to Nextdoor. It's absolutely horrible. I posted on your Facebook a series. That's what I got a local subreddit. Oh jeez. Yeah, it's be crazy. I mean, anything with Reddit is just like the yeah. Um, I think social media can wear on you depending on how you use it. Yeah, for sure. I think it definitely can have a wear on you, and sometimes it's a wear that you didn't even ask for. It just happens. Yeah, definitely be very careful on there, Emily. I'm telling you, that is like the That's like the new spot for where all the Twitter trolls went, I swear. Um, we missed National Wheelchair, which is on March. Yeah, I believe that was on March 2nd. You're correct. Yes, I remember seeing that on a lot of Instagram posts of people having the National Wheelchair Day. Yeah. There are good people on Reddit, but there are trolls just waiting on the wrong phrasing or anything. Yeah, and honestly, there's trolls on every platform. Let's be real. It doesn't really matter where you go. You guys, there's going to be a troll. Ow, my cord is stuck behind my back, and there we go. Can't lean forward. Um, I had to peel the logos off. Then we drove back to Portland. I remember, yeah, because your bus was a controversial bus. I mean, look, I mean, Reddit's got some awesome stuff to it. I'm not saying it's like terrible. I'm just saying that sometimes it can be used nefariously, terribly towards people. Definitely a great source for really interesting articles and for things to kind of go viral. And it's an interesting source of place. I mean, they call it the front page of the internet for a reason. Which, let's be real, it's the internet. I'm sure there's been a lot of things about like AI chatbots and all of that stuff have probably been a couple headlines have made it onto there because there's been some, yeah, some interesting times lately. Used to block button really. Must be one of those out of the areas with you. Oh, hey now, no accusing each other of anything in chat. But yeah, I don't know. It's this social media stuff is definitely it's hit or miss depending on where where you guys go and what you use. It's all different. But definitely, like I said earlier, if anybody has news articles or anything at all you think we need to talk about or bring up, I think it'd be really great that we do that. Well, I know I saw the LOL, but I kind of give you a hard time about it. Plus, there's that long 10-second delay from when I chat and when I actually see what you guys like type, or I guess by the time you guys hear me. And no matter what I do, if I change it to low latency, like there's always a 10-second lag in chat. So I apologize to anyone that if like the conversation's that far behind, but it is what it is. It's not my internet connection, I promise you that. It must be could be the router, possibly, but I doubt it. I don't have it locked down that tightly. I mean, tightly, but not that tightly. Remember the old days that text IRC chat, as well as yeah, BBS ports were awesome back in days. Getting on the dial up. That was 1993. Yes, 1993, 2003. Yep. That's the those were the years, man. That was like I feel like the best years of the interwebs. Like when things were just really kind of I mean now we have like streaming and Twitch and YouTube, we got all kinds of things. But in the beginning, I'm so excited to fire up the 56K flex modem and dial in. I actually watched there was a YouTube video, this it was like this a couple with their kids and they turned on like the sound of that and the kids were like, wait, what? What is that? What is that noise? And I had no idea what that noise was. It was quite funny. Like Renegade BBS software. That's awesome. 92. See, you're going even sooner. That's all I remember like in the early 90s with my friends. We'd go around and swap floppy disks at school. Like that was our trading method. It was like before, they had zip drives and stuff. Like, hey, let's go ahead and use floppy disks. I'm sure a lot of you guys have used that as well. I mean, floppies were obviously the rage for a while. Did anybody else use a zip drive? I mean, those kind of came out. And then after zip drives, you had to go right to CDs. Burning CDRs. Tagline boards were a thing. That's probably true. They were a thing. And I'm sure we've all had like AOL, CompuServe. What was the other one? I feel like there's another one that we missed as well. Yes. That is perfect. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Totally normal. This is a great little meme from the iOmega days. You know, everyone will get this image reference. Pretty funny. Put your hope in Omega. When you're desperate to save your data fast, safely, and securely, put hope in Omega zip disk. The galaxy might be just depending on it. Death Star. On the good old PC 100s. Oh, man. Yeah, I thought that was so cool to have a zip drive. Those things were, if I remember, man, those things were noisy. They weren't exactly, you know, quiet. Not that it needed to be quiet, but you know what I mean. Like it had quite a bit of noise to it. Let's see. I saw TikTok the other day of a younger person saying they should make a phone where you can keep in the house so it's always there. It doesn't get lost. That's really funny. Floppies till CDs got cheap. Yeah, I was the early uh, early CDs when they were crazy expensive. Chris says he misses the days of zip drives, right? I was at a high school by the time floppy drive swapping was popular. Okay. Oh, but didn't they, Emily, I thought they brought that back. Like some developers got together and like, hey, we're gonna bring, I'm pretty sure they brought it back, Emily. You could like download new versions and all kinds of things of it. And I think they brought back like they were gonna bring back the visualizations and all that stuff. Cause that and so oh it's crap. Oh man, see. I mean, because that initially came out in 1997. Winamp. It's all paywalls now? Ah, see, because I thought that they decided to bring it back and it was going to be free and everything. I didn't realize it was all like payroll or paywalls or anything like that. I thought it was completely free. My day spent notching 5 1/4 to make them double-sided. Oh yeah. I had a lot of 5 1/4 discs too before the floppies, but mainly in school though. Yeah, AOL still around. A lot of people have AOL emails. Yeah, early CDs were $10 a CD blank. Yeah, they were crazy expensive. I was cleaning my desk yesterday and found a bunch of blank CDs. I actually have like a pack of like 150 blank CDs still, and DVDs. Like, let's not even go down that rabbit hole of DVDs and what those are used for. We'll just keep it just like that. We won't say anymore, but you guys can use your imagination. Some of the zip drives were nearly silent except for the obnoxious USB. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Chris. Is that the blue one that was USB that was made by them, like their brand? I think it came, you're like regular blue or transparent. That thing was super noisy. You're an early beta tester for Winamp. That's actually pretty cool. I didn't know that, Emily. That's awesome. Yeah, I used to. I cleared out all of that stuff on one of my moves. I went to town and like had like a CD-ROM or the CD disc shredathon and shredded like probably 1,000 CDs of different operating systems and all kinds of things. I don't know what I did with my floppy disk though. I think I might have donated to somebody. I wish I still had my floppy disk though, because I wanted to go back and look at like old programs I wrote from way back in the days. That'd be kind of fun. I had an MP3 player with the 40 meg zip click disc for a while. Yeah, that was kind of a little short-lived thing. Yeah, I have 4 spindles of blanks. Great for whipping at bullies. That's true. My nephew and niece don't even hardly know what CDs are. That really ages us, doesn't it? Like, a lot of people don't even know what that is. Like, wait, CD? What is that? Yeah, but your file-based BBS. Yeah, if it was file-based, you had the goods. Wait, I have one of those somewhere. It's called the Hip Zip. I feel like we should look this up. Hip Zip. Was it like a miniature like of the zipped in, basically? Of the zip drive? Let's look up this old technology. Hip Zip. I'm gonna laugh. There's probably gonna be like one for sale, like on eBay or something. Wow. I found the here we go. There's the original Amazon listing. So how big was each? Oh, 40 megs. Interesting. Lithium ion battery. That, I mean, think about that. This was like what did I come up with? Like 2001, I think, somewhere around there. I don't think that's bad at all for 40 megs for back then. Let's see. Oh man. So I checked eBay and yeah, not available. I was really hoping that would be something that. Oh, but there are some pretty awesome items on here for sale. This is the drive I was talking about. Chris is like super noisy. You have from 5.25 you're keeping. Yeah, I bet. I want to hold on to those. I remember 2 calls long before it got stupid. Yeah. The discs were super expensive, I can imagine. When it was first available on Amazon. Oh, when what 2011, I believe. Or 2001, sorry. It's got the CO the sticker of death. Let's see. That one's like pre-owned. Obviously, all gonna be pre-owned at this rate. $18. Untested. $30. Brand new. Wow, look at that. 750 dry. A brand new zip drive. Brand new in a box. $51. This one was parallel. It was like before USB. Here's a brand new one. Sealed. $15. Brand new. Not, I mean, some of these are not terrible pricing. So I guess if anybody wants to go down a rabbit hole of buying anything, eBay's got you covered. Uh, you can get about a CD worth of music on there with the disc with the right compression settings. That's true. See, that would be a lot of fun, Greg. What Greg's talking about there with the large 8 or 10-inch floppy. The Zip 650 CD burner, yeah, right. The original jump drive. No, sounds familiar though. I would double check that date, John, that I told you. I'll make sure I was right. So I was wrong, John. September 4th, 1999 is when the Zip or the Hip Zip was available on Amazon. So, weren't they from Lexar? What's it called? A Lexar jump drive? It sounds familiar. Let's look that up too. because we might as well go down a whole rabbit hole of old products and items. We might as well it was long before the thumb drive version. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not seeing any old photos or anything. They only show like the thumb drives now to when I did the Google search. Didn't hold anything. Those large floppy disks, maybe like 512. That's crazy. That's crazy, Greg. Did they? I mean, that's really. I mean, small. I mean, it would make sense they would hold that, but I have to look through my old streams. I think I went through a box of this old tech 3 houses ago. I wouldn't be surprised, totally normal, if you have a video about this. I'm sure you do. I really do miss the old days. Wheelchairs were even faster. Could do wheelies. Yes, agreed. Especially the old my favorite wheelchair. So if we're gonna go old school and we're going to talk about what I personally think was the quintessential best wheelchair of its time and is a classic is the Quickie P200 and the was it the P22 SE? But definitely the Quickie P200. That thing was like the ultimate wheelchair for its days. To the point, I mean, I don't even remember when that wheelchair came out. Does anybody know what year that came out? I don't know if I'll be able to find that out, but regardless, when that came out, the P200, I am still using motors to this day on my soccer chair that are P200 motors. Old school, but metal gearbox, all metal gears. Motors are super noisy. They still are, and they're just amazing. Like they don't make gearboxes like that anymore. Let's see. Rip stuff, right? The late 90s and early 0s were interesting times for data storage. Yeah, it was. Are you saying the P200 had zero safety? Yeah, that's probably true. Yeah, or the P22, yeah, for the win. Or the original Invacare Storm, that was good too. I was pointing and laughing at people wheelchairs back then. That had the P200? That's terrible. The Storm was amazing. That locker is... Oh, you're talking about a storage locker. I'm like, what are you guys talking about? What locker? Yeah, I still shop for and look for P200 parts that pop up on eBay. Because those motors are basically like if anybody is looking for awesome motors to install like on a custom build chair, those P200 motors are like gold. Like they can handle all the abuse all day long, and they would break. But honestly, you're better off to buy them from. Oh gosh, what's the name of that robotics company? Totally normal. Do you remember? Was it APC Robotics that makes those? There's a company that still sells them. They're like $345 a motor. I just can't remember if it was APC or who makes. Was it the P275 now in the motor? Can't remember. Dang. Anyways, there's another company that makes them now. So if you guys are looking for that, I'll have to try to. I can't remember the name either. Can totally normal. Let me try one more thing. I'm pretty sure it's APC motor. APC. Yeah, I'm not seeing any robotic Robotic. Can't spell the word robotic tonight. Robotic motor. I'm trying to do my Google search here. I need to probably share my Google search to be helpful with you guys, wouldn't it? Okay. It looks like I'm at the right place. Mechanical motors. Here we go. Let me see if I can find it. I know you guys are like, why are we looking at those? But it's really important. Motors. There's a company that started making them again. And Yurton Electronics. Thank you, sir. I figured somebody would chat would. Oops. Link didn't copy. Try that again. And then I need to probably share a screen. So you guys can actually see, like, what is this dude yakking about over here? Oh, this is the wrong. This has got Invacare, TDX. I mean, it's got all kinds of motors in here, but not the right ones we're looking for. They're totally normal. But I think I might have found it over here at, what is this called? Robot Marketplace. Because technically, I think they consider it a geared motor, and I have all kinds of geared motors. Which, honestly, any of these could work really well with these gear. I'm sure these gearboxes are probably built really tough. They sell. But I don't know if it's amp flow makes it. Somebody made one. A brand new version of it, and I think it's built like a tank. And it doesn't look like I can find it right now. But regardless, if anybody's looking for motors, this is a good little spot to go to, the Robot Marketplace, for any custom projects, anything at all like that. Was it MMP by chance? Nope, not MMP. Anyways, they probably did have it for a while, and then they probably stopped selling it just because of, you know, it probably is something that was just no longer a available kind of thing. So it doesn't look like I'm seeing it anywhere. I don't think it was made by eTech. I'll check one more time. Nope. And then I'll see if there's a page 2 on here, but I'm not seeing it. Anyways, like I said, it's a fun little place if you guys are looking for robot motors and building projects and things. Yeah, no big motors with gears. Sad face. Let's see. I'm gonna Pro M5 17 by 20. Sent you that site that has and floppy disk together on a wiki page. Oh, okay. Thank you for that. And actually, that's really funny that this company here, Yurton Electric. Now, this is actually a very important place that I need to make sure you guys have access to. So totally normal if you could put that Yurton place in chat, because if any point in time you guys have motor brushes or anything that goes bad, these guys are awesome at repairing motors. Like, this is like the best wheelchair motor repair. Like, you know, like a really old chair, you don't want to get rid of it. Like, Yurt Electronic, like, these guys hands down will help you out. Like, they're great guys. I've used them many times. All right, Orion, let me grab that link real quick. Thank you for that, sir. All right, so this is the Wikipedia for floppy disk. No, it's all good. No worries. Hey, Rye, I donated a set of my M5 motors to a local university. That's awesome. I'd love to see. I wonder if they can, have they told you what they're doing with it yet? That'd be interesting. Are they right ratio for the motors I was trying to find? Yes, they're really good at speed, I would say. Yeah, we were looking up the Strike Force ones that found as suppliers. Yeah. Oh, I just remembered who it was. I don't think they're around anymore though. See, now I have a whole thing here. Um, see, you guys got my brain working now, and now I'm like, ooh, it's NPC Robotics. They're the ones who make the motor. They do all kinds of crazy stuff, but they do combat stuff. Oh yeah. There it is. Okay, this needs to go into chat. Totally normal. I'm gonna send you, or actually, Greg, I'm gonna send you a link with that chat. I promise we'll go back to the floppies. If you can put that in chat, please. All right, so these motors, these are like the bee's knees of motors, like as far as wheelchair motors go. 24 volt, 21 gear ratio. And the cool thing is this company, so you can get that, right? They sell, maybe not particular ones, maybe it's on the gear page. There we go. Yeah, they sell gear sets. So the gear sets then allow you then to go ahead and change it up and change it to gear sets. I think it's super sweet. So yeah, so this is basically for like battle bots and stuff like that. But this is what I use in my soccer chair, and you can see like that gearing, like that's not going to be like your typical gearing inside of like a Permobile. They're not going to have metal gears like that, and these things are super noisy, and I think they're filled with don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure they're filled with some sort of transmission fluid, if I recall correctly. Anyways, NPC, if you guys looking for any like type of crazy custom motors, they got you. So, including to have some military grade motors. They're 24 volt extra durable military grade. I don't know why you would need that, but in case anybody wanted to know about that, there you go. There's a link. Okay. There we go. I feel better now. I went down the rabbit hole. Sorry about that. But I knew that I knew the name of that. Alright, we'll go back on floppy disk here. Your DB just trashes old ones. Oh, yeah. Dude, that's it. Like, DBs, like, their dumpsters and where they throw out stuff is the best. Top right. What I missed at the top right? Oh, thank you, sir. I was like, what are you talking about, top right? Whoa. Okay, that's pretty epic. That's the 8-inch disc, right? If you can check out Promo if I was. Oh, okay. I'll have to look at that. So what'd you say? It's for a turret for the turret on top of your chair. Yes, that'd be amazing. The turret. Anyway, that's really, dude, I just don't remember being that big. I think they were even bigger than that at one point in time, weren't they? Before they got down to 8-inch size? To me, it just seems like they would have been bigger than that. Talks about floppy. The first commercial floppy disk developed in the late 1960s were 8 inches. Okay, so it did start all in the 60s. Interesting. I still have my USB floppy disk drive. I don't know if anybody else have that. Usage in the 21st century. Interesting. In 2003, Dell, one of the leading personal computer vendors, announced that floppy drives no longer be pre-installed. No more in 2003. So 20 years ago, they stopped doing floppy disk in computers. Man. That's been a long time. Yeah, they did reel to reel. That's what it was. Yeah, there was no like floppy or anything then. I have to say though, the 3.5 floppy I think was just, I don't know, it's pretty epic. You can't go wrong with an old school floppy. Probill M5 motors. I got looked at. Are they like extra heavy duty compared to the? Because I didn't think that the M5 was the heavy, or is that their new heavy duty chair now? Just asking. I don't know. So I already looked at the F3, the F5. Well, obviously the M5 is probably going to be, is probably going to be a pretty big motor. All right, M3 motor. There's probably not even any F5 motors or M5 motors on here. Because it's such a newer chair. There's the old C500 motor. Those things are built like tanks. Totally normal. You're still running a pair of those, aren't you? The Torque Nuts have done some bad things with this chair. That's the kind of thing I want to hear. No, I'm just kidding. Let me see. Promobile. Maybe Promobile. It's made for more. All right. Well, show me what you're working with. I mean, it's probably not a lot close up with the motors. Oh, wait. There's a kind of a close up. Is it gonna? Oh, no other details of the motors. Okay. M5 Corpus base. I mean, based on that image, it looks very similar to that show that photo. Where did that photo come from? Did you guys see it? There's like, I swear, this is this photo. It must be on the page. No? Is it a feature? There we go. I know that looks very similar to the standard like F3 motor, is it not? My USB floppy saved a day more. Right? USB floppy for the save. I bet, Chris. Yeah, floppies were definitely amazing. Mine's the M5 with a 100-watt motor on each side, so the torque is insane. Even better to old. Really? I'd have to. Do you have any pictures of it, Emily? I'm not really able to find anything online about those like that particular M5 motor. While we're waiting, let's take a look at the. Let's see what other motors they have. Looks like most of all their heavy duty stuff is out of stock. I mean, to me, it just looks like a standard. It just looks like a standard 90-degree motor box, but this like painted green. 16-pound motor. Ah, interesting. I mean, like I said, they make some pretty cool stuff. Actually, I have a set of these. These motor adapters are great. I have a couple set of motor adapters. And I do like that you can actually, they sell the wheels that you can bolt on to their motors as well, which is kind of cool. And replacement motor brushes. So my soccer chair, I have a whole collection of motor brushes too. All right, catch back up here on tap. Oh, all right. No, yeah, if you're able to find photos, that'd be super helpful because I'm not able to see anything online that shows any of their larger motors. Like, this is like a standard kind of Permobile motor. Which is very, I think this is like, what are these F3? Yeah, these are F3 motors. Not seeing anybody selling any of the other ones. Do you guys ever go on eBay and just look up like Permobile parts? Or any of your other manufacturer, like if you're looking for RNet or anything? It's always a great spot to shop for stuff. Oh, you're looking for photos? Oh, you can't send links. You can send it on Discord. Yeah, if you send it on Discord, I can pop it up there. Sorry about that. Or send it totally normal or wherever you need to. Whatever is easiest for you. You hate eBay with a passion. Yeah. listen, it's not for everybody for sure. I don't know, I just like shopping because sometimes you can find some really awesome deals um, on RNet items. I always like to sort price and shipping lowest first, just to kind of see what's out there, like what people are getting rid of. ICX boxes. Looks like a whole RNet controller. It's probably at that price. I'm guessing it's a 90 amp. I can't quite read the sticker. It looks like this is only an 80 amp. That's why it's at $60. Let's see. What's this one? Looks like this one is another 80 amp controller. So normally at these cheaper prices, it would be, you know, that's what you're going to find on here. But every once in a while, you'll come across somebody that will list one of these and doesn't know what it is. Like somebody just, you know, like, oh, here, I'm trying to get rid of this. And you can find sometimes 120 amp controllers for sale for really cheap. They're probably got to click on each one of these and look at the picture. That's probably like a 90. This one's probably another 90. Yeah, or an 80. You can even type in 120 though if you're looking for 120 replacement. But I just like to go to cheap bin here first to see if somebody like mistyped it, like $80 for an Omni display. That's not bad. Looks like this is a seat controller. Yeah, this is a seat controller. I believe that's what this is. Yeah, for all the different modulars and things. Anyways, oh, well, now we got some from Emily. Gotcha. Let's see. Let me copy that link, Emily. We will get off the eBay because nobody wants to see me shopping eBay stuff right now. Whoa. Whoa. Are you serious? Thing's huge. Emily, I think it'd be interesting to see what would happen if, with some programming, an aftermarket, you know, an unlocked 120 amp controller, you can have a lot of fun with something like that. That thing is massive. I wonder what your brakes look like on the back of that thing. Oh, these are the C500 motors? Oh, okay. So wait, did it just take the C500 motors and put them on the M5? Just curious. That, like I said, that thing just looks massive. Like super ginormous. I always search for random parts for my wheelchairs on eBay. Never know what you might find. Yeah, Mike. I mean, just kind of just hop on there to see. Joshua says eBay's great if you know what you're looking for. Yeah, if you know exactly what you're looking for, you know the price of something. It's great. It's a great place to even get those like RNet cables by itself. Your RNet cable breaks, so I was going to buy spares from there. It was the pic when I took a pic of mine on my chair. It was what Google said was the closest. Oh, okay, I got you. Well, still, I mean, if that back of your motor is that big, that's a huge difference compared to, you know, the standard Permobil stuff. So, see a lot of controllers still. I was actually surprised at the cheap end here. There wasn't a lot of RNet cables. A lot of joysticks. Oh, if anybody needs a Bluetooth modular for their Permobil, on sale, $130. But back here at the top, for RNet, I'm really surprised there's not any RNet cables. I wonder if those are kind of becoming a harder thing to get a hold of, like replacement RNet cables. But we won't go down anymore. Like I said, we can get off the eBay. We don't need to do any more rabbit hole. I'm actually going to start probably winding down the stream here. I just saw that it's getting close to that time. I didn't realize that the time has gone by that quickly already. It goes by way too fast. Let's see here. I think I received another message from somebody else online, which I apologize. I don't think I was, if anybody did. Okay. I was making sure. I thought maybe I had a Twitter notification from somebody, but it was not. What happens when you have multiple browsers? Um, put motorcycle brakes on that motor shaft. Yeah, I mean, I guess if you got, fabrication skills, know how to do that for sure, Greg. That'd be super easy to do. Yeah, that's kind of. I wonder if they got like when they got leaked on the internet and they scraped them all up so nobody could see them. About 2 to 3 times larger diameter with the 3 series. Interesting. And did they use that same kind of gearbox of the F3? Because those F3 gearboxes, I feel like, I mean, I've already, I don't know, destroyed a pair of F3 motors. I don't know if too many other people did. Well, I have one motor, I guess I say. I broke a motor. And my new ones, man, I have a lot of play in these new F3 motors. There's a lot of play. Rocking the chair back and forth. Same gearbox-ish. Well, I think as long as they would go through and actually put metal into your gearbox instead of some of the nylon gears, I think it would hold up a little better. It'd be less shake and bake. As I like to call it, that little gap in between the chair and you move it back and forth. Good old shake and bake. Also from Emily. Looks like you've been doing some off-roading. But like in a, not in a bad way, but like in a good way. Like you're getting some quality usage check on your chair. Let me pull up that image here from Emily. Then we're gonna wind down the stream. But everyone's got to check out this interesting picture. All right, Emily, is there anything that we in particular about the picture do you want people to know about? Besides that, you definitely are a chair user. I mean, definitely, like you're getting the yeah. I love the tread there, the tread there. It's just that thing looks like it's yeah. Those tires looks really mean. Yeah, that's totally getting around in winter, and I'm assuming most of that is a combination of wetness, snow, salt, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, Toronto. Yeah, and what do you do for your the mechanism? Let's see, I think you guys see it on my screen. What do you do to put in here for the the seat elevator? Like, do you try to clean that track out or anything? 'Cause I know that's got a ride on that to go up and down. Just curious if you have to do like any cleaning or anything. Especially, I can imagine the salt and corrosive stuff getting in there and kind of being pretty bad. Yeah, I think that's just some of the chairs are getting a lot of slop, Joshua. Shouldn't be, but no, I mean for the tilt though, like this part, not the seat elevator, but for your tilt. I think the tilt still uses that part. Just curious if you a cover doesn't cover that. Yeah. Well, I guess I call it the seat elevator thing, but you know what I meant. That little device thing. My F3 Roasters have a bit of a slack now after 800 miles. Yeah, I don't even think I've even gotten 200 miles on these motors yet, and there's already a ton of slack. Need to take them apart. Pretty sure it's the brakes. Yeah, I'd be curious to look at my brakes and see. Let me see if I can reach my joystick. I'm curious of what miles are on these motors now. Obviously, oh, you want to know what? It's not going to tell me. It's going to tell me the whole entire chair miles. And I would have to dig up the photo. I actually I have how many miles on here? So 44 and a half miles, and these motors have already gotten a huge amount of space. There we go. Have a look at my joystick. 48 miles. That's kind of crazy. New motors. Um, oh, and a small update on wheelchair things is I was able to find a guy who knows a guy from a guy and is able to give me the anti-flutter kit for the F3. So that will be coming in, hopefully in a week. That product will be in and I can get that installed because I literally cannot go any faster than 4.5 miles an hour before the whole entire rear end of this F3 shakes and bake. Dan can confirm that that's the case. It's pretty bad. I need to take them apart, purchase the brakes. Yeah, I should probably check that. No way of cleaning under. I got you, Emily. Makes sense. Well, hopefully, if you get anybody that can, that is able to help you sometime, maybe you can get that area cleaned a little bit. The Wakey Rex, it's not possible for the drive units to have slack. Huh. Well, it's got to be the brakes, then yeah, for sure. I keep forgetting to get over to her and fix that. I mean, yeah, I mean, it's only so much adjustment, so I just ordered the whole anti-flutter kit. So we'll see if that helps. No big deal. You can see if you can adjust it on Saturday when I see you. Totally normal. Because I'll be bringing the F3 on Saturday because somebody we know is using my soccer chair. So it's all good. All right. Well, I'm going to have to wind down the stream, everybody. It's been great. It's been an awesome live stream. It was completely unplanned, hence the title and hence the image being completely wrong. So somebody send me a message tomorrow on Discord to remind me to switch out that photo, because I'm totally gonna forget that. Yeah, Emily, you definitely need to come down here for sure. It'd be a lot of fun. But yeah, so remember, like, share, subscribe, all that good jazz. Have a good night, everyone. Remember, I can do it, so can you. Yeah, you people are awesome. That's crazy. Why so much flutter so soon? Well, the chair itself, Joshua, I think it's got like over 1,200 miles on it. It's like 2017 and just now getting into flutter. So my new chair doesn't have flutter yet. So anyways, good night, Chris. Good night, Timster, Greg, Emily, totally normal, John, Wanzo, everyone else that's in here. Appreciate all of you. You guys are awesome. And any lurkers and watchers, appreciate all of you as well. So everyone have a great night and have a good week. And I will see everyone, I guess, next week. Next week, Wednesday. Before you guys, real quick, I'm still chatting. There's going to be a possible special live stream on next week, Wednesday. There either will be a special one or there won't be one at all, depending on internet connection with where I will be. So and it may be earlier than normal as well. So anyways, I will see all of you later. Appreciate you and see you later.